の微笑み夢見てるみたいなこの世界は繰り返すばかりがんじがらめになる嘘はポイって捨てちゃえばよくてちょっとくらい怖い方がリアルちょっとじゃないけど初めましてつなぎ合わせ進んでは戻るのエピソード恐れないで次へ進めあの日忘れてきた言葉を取り戻せるように見つけに行く旅路答えを探したでも正解はないしどこかに丸はあるの教えてねえ悲しいの裏側が嬉しいじゃないしいつかはつかめるかな伸ばした手でこうして作ってガッチャンコいつしか自分になってんだ
Hi friends! This is Touhou LostWord's second dev letter brought to you by Caroline and
Phantasma, once again. So today here we are with another dev letter from Touhou LostWord. So today what we'll be getting into is a little bit well, I guess we're actually going to start a little bit just talking about Touhou in general, and then we'll talk a little bit about Touhou LostWord, some things going on, and we'll also get into a fair bit of upcoming content. So yeah, I think that's about it today. So yeah, besides that, I'd like to also give a small introduction, Caroline and myself, because I don't recall actually if we gave much of an introduction last time. So how about Caroline, if you don't mind, small introduction for yourself.
Alrighty, so I'm the green one on the left side. And so in NextNinja, I look after the localization of Touhou LostWord Global. Yep, that's it. Yoroshiku.
Okay, so we have myself. I'm the blue ghost-looking thing over here. I'm not sure what. Yeah. Anyway, so my name's Phantasma. You can catch me in Discord most of the time because I'm hanging out there. So if you're not in Discord yet, feel free to join our Discord, and you'll see me talking there from time to time. But in terms of Touhou LostWord Global, I guess I'm a bit of a do-it-all person, so I have my hands in a bit of everything.
Yes.
So, yeah, Caroline also helps me out a fair bit every day, honestly. So thank you very much, Caroline.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, always.
So I guess then let's get in today.
Alright.
So let's go to the first slide.
Here we go. There you go.
Okay, so today we're starting off a little bit with Touhou Project. So the main reason we thought to do this is actually, of course, a lot of people that play Touhou LostWord are probably very familiar with Touhou Project and have known about it for many years. But we have also noticed quite a few new players or people that are new to the series come in via Touhou LostWord. So we thought we'd just give a small blurb on Touhou Project. So anyway, Touhou Project, created by Zune. So Zune is one person. Also, you will see the name Team Shanghai Alice on many of the games. So Touhou Project, actually, one of the really amazing points, actually, we are running into almost over 25 years of history here. Yeah. So massive history behind Touhou Project. And as you can see on the slide, we have something here called Daytisai. So again, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with this, but for those who are not, this is a bit of an event that happens every year for Touhou Project. So actually, Caroline, Daytisai, I know you've been there a couple times. Can you give us a little bit of a rundown on what kind of thing is it? Yeah.
So yeah, as Phantasma just said, I've been to Daytisai before, and it was just incredible. So it's a place where all the Touhou fans gather to share their fan work, from books to games to music, all kinds of that kind of stuff. And it was really fun. I really felt the love and passion of the Touhou fans, so it was really cool to actually join that. And I actually plan on attending myself maybe in the close future, so.
Yeah,
it's a great
I hope
event.
we're able to attend, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, I remember last time, Daytisai, I was asking about Fumos.
Oh, Fumo!
When you went last time, were you able to get one, or was it not possible?
I wasn't able to get one. There were a lot of people lining up to get Fumos, and I wasn't able to get that one. I would
Gotcha.
want.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, one day.
Ugh, one day, yes.
So yeah, that's Daytisai, huge history there. And then also like Caroline mentioned, talking about like fan works and stuff. So actually, it's quite amazing. Like on Pixiv alone, I do believe, what is it? Over 250,000 pieces of art.
Ooh.
Is that correct, Caroline? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, like maybe even more actually.
Even more, yeah. And that's just Pixiv and art alone, and then like that's not even talking about the amount of music, like cosplay,
yes.
and like on the slide here we have fan fiction. Fan fiction referring to different like works, whether it be like well, written work or like in a manga type style or comic type style by some people. So yeah, fan works it's unbelievable. And just every year there's more and more. And then also like getting back into Touhou Project, like where it comes from. Originally Touhou Project was what some people call a bullet hell shooter or a danmaku. And this, not sure if everybody's played it, but up until now there's quite a few games, so yeah, lots of stuff to check out there. And then besides the bullet hell shooter, like you also get into some of the different ones, like the danmaku action, which they call the genre, and then also the fighters. And then a little bit different than games, of course, we have the print works. So we have like the official mangas that are done, which feature characters like Kosuzu and Akyu, etc., etc. Hey, actually, Caroline, do you have any favorite print works? Or like anything you've read recently?
Oh yeah, so I don't know the English title, I'm sorry, but I love the manga series where the 3 fairies come out. Luna Child.
I've seen it, but I also don't know the title, the English title.
But it's just hilarious. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then next we get into Touhou Project, the actual setting of Touhou Project. So like here we have written huge cast of characters. Well, it literally is a huge cast of characters.
Yes.
And those characters, like a lot of different characters in that, some are human, some are yokai, some are gods, goddesses, etc., etc. And like a lot of these have some relation to different folklore and legends and whatnot. And all of this, well, the majority of this takes place in a place called Gensokyo. So that's our major setting for the series. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess that's about it from me. But Caroline, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Oh, so we actually do have a video from when the Japanese Touhou LostWord attended Daytisai, right? So do you want to have a look at that?
Yes, let's do that. So actually we do have a small video coming up, and what it is from Daytisai last year. And it is when Good Smile Company and NextNinja, well, Touhou LostWord attended. And what Touhou LostWord did was we brought with us a gallery of fan art from a Pixiv fan art contest that we held last year. So yeah, let's take a look at this, Caroline. Okay, so that was the video of our, well, when we joined Daytisai last year with our gallery of fan art. So actually, other interesting thing about this fan art, we had the opportunity to actually implement some of this in the game as story cards. So yeah, in the future, we hope to do something similarly globally, because in the currently, like globally, we haven't had the opportunity to do like a, what could you say, like a fan creation type event or contest. So that's something in the future we would really love to do. So yeah,
that would be really amazing.
Yes, it would, and just have to do it instead of talking about it.
But we have to push it. We have to do it. Okay, so it seems next up is about Gensokyo.
Okay. So yeah, we have a slide here for Gensokyo. We put this in mostly because, well, Gensokyo is a very major part of Touhou Project and Touhou as a whole. So here on this slide, we have a few of the locations, and what you see here is actually the backgrounds from Touhou LostWord. So this is how these locations were envisioned for Touhou LostWord. So we start off like in the center, we got Hakure Shrine. So this is main place, one of the very main places in the series, because this is where like the barrier is. So like you're going in and out of Gensokyo via here. So this is also Reimu's main place of operations, I guess.
Yeah.
And just lots of other people or lots of other characters come and hang out here.
Yeah.
I was going to say from time to time, but it might be a little more than from time to time. Then also, I guess let's go into the Forest of Magic. So we have the Forest of Magic also here. So this would be a big place for Marisa and Alice. So especially Marisa, she has her shop here, and Alice has her home here. Yeah. Then, well, let's go bottom right. Hyakugyokuro. So this location here would be for Yuko and Yomu. They are here most of the time. Then we also have Scarlet Devil Mansion, top left here. So Scarlet Devil Mansion, fairly iconic location, I would say. Even some people that are not too familiar with Touhou might have caught glimpses of it in fan videos on YouTube, etc. But here, so we have Remedia, Flan, Sakya, Pachuri, and other various characters, Mei-Ling, Fairy Maids, and we have Kawakuma. So actually, Scarlet Devil Mansion's is pretty lively, actually, now that I think about it. Like, I mean, Hakure Shrine has a lot of people visiting all the time, but Scarlet Devil Mansion has quite a few. Okay. Anyway, then also we have Aente. So Aente is also quite interesting because we have characters like Kaguya and Eirin here. So exiles from the moon, and they're making their home in Aente. Okay. Then also we have Sanai. Sanai's hanging out here.
Oh yeah, Sanai. I was wondering why she was there.
I know, yeah, Sanai's just happy to be hanging out.
Yeah.
There's a Moria Shrine for Sanai, but we don't have her background in Touhou LostWord here. But yeah, Moria Shrine would also be another major location, and Sanai just seems happy to be hanging out. So yeah, that's that. But also on the slide, you'll notice here like the small subtitle we have, where those who are lost gather. So like that's a big theme with Gensokyo, with people like gathering in Gensokyo after being lost, I guess you could say. So if you've played Touhou LostWord, the main character might fall into this, I would say. But anyway, Caroline, anything from yourself?
Oh no, that was perfect. Thank you.
That was perfect. That was far from perfect. But anyway.
No, it wasn't. It was perfect. It was perfect.
So yeah, anyway, that's Gensokyo, and in the future, it would be great if we're able to do a bit of an introduction or a series on each location one by one, because there's so many locations.
True.
Honestly, it would be great to get into that. Like, and even we have places like the moon, etc. So there's just so much that could be done. So yeah, I hope we can do that.
Yeah, and so if there's anyone who's really curious about these, places, if you can play the games, original games, and like read the novels, comic books, you'll learn a lot from them. And like I can't even get enough of it, so I actually need more. So anyway.
Alrighty, so I guess that's Gensokyo for now. So let's head into the next slide, I guess, Caroline.
Okay, so we are going to check the characters of Touhou Project as well, right?
Some of them, a few.
Yeah. So today we have Reimu Hakure. So, do you want to start out with looking at her character introduction video then?
Yeah, let's do that.
私の名前は白麗レム。一応の肩書きは白麗の巫女だけど、要は手のいい便利屋みたいなものよ。あなたの面倒を見るのもそういう事情があるってわけ。 もっとも働かざる者食うべからずって言うでしょ。だから今後あなたには私の仕事を手伝ってもらうつもりなの。ということでよろしく頼むわよ。
Of course, we have Haremu Hakurei to start off with.
Okay, so yeah, that was just Damu's introduction video for Touhou LostWord. And now, as you can see here, this is how Damu is envisioned in Touhou LostWord with her main illustration. Then we also have her SD character illustration on the side here. And of course, like, if you play the game, you'll see, like, there's a lot of different expressions in the game. So, like, the illustration and the SD character have various expressions. And on the left here, you can see how we've placed some of them to show a little bit about Damu. But yeah, Damu is, again, Hakude Shrine is her main location, and she is the shrine maiden there. And what she typically does is she's dealing with and resolving incidents throughout Gensokyo.
Yep.
So when we say incidents, like, hey Caroline, what's a big incident that you remember?
Oh, can it be in the original series or like in LostWord?
Whatever is impressionable for you. Yeah.
I started to play the what's the English title? Embodiment of
EOSD.
Is it? I don't know the English title. But so Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, is it the English title?
Yeah.
So I started playing out with that. So of course that's my like first incident for me, right? And well, I don't want to spoil anything, so everyone who hasn't played it yet, just play it. That's my homework for your guys.
Gotcha.
But that was a huge one for me.
Okay. But so incident, I guess, what it is an incident in Touhou Project is something that involves essentially Gensokyo, like something that dramatically affects it in one way or another, whether it's the changing of seasons or something like that, like seasons permanently change. So Damu is involved with resolving these incidents, so that's one of her big things. Okay. So I guess for Damu, anything else, Caroline, or?
I guess everyone already knows, but she's the one who takes most care of the main character in LostWord.
Oh, that's true also, yes. So in LostWord, Damu's always taking care of the main character because, well, yeah, the main character needs help, I think.
Duh, but yeah, I really like how is it, like, I don't know how to explain it in English, but she has that, like, kind of like a tsundere side to her, which is so cute. I like Damu for that.
Damu,
yeah.
I see.
So she does really, care about the main character, but she tries to kind of act cool, So I definitely like that. Alrighty, so do you want to head next to Marisa Kirisame?
Yeah, let's throw up the video first before we head into the slide.
Alrighty, so here we go.
私の名前は霧雨マリサ。見てわかる通り、どこにでもいる普通の魔法使いさんだ。でもここだけの話、異変解決や妖怪退治に関しちゃ、私は普通なんてもんじゃない。相手が何だろうと、弾幕のパワーでイチコロだからな。そんな私を選んだお前は、間違いなくセンスがいい。面倒事はささっと片付けて、楽しい宴会でも開こうぜ。
Okay, so that was Marisa's video, and yeah, let's get into Marisa a little. So Marisa, I guess she would be the ordinary magician, human
ordinary.
magician. Ordinary. And anyway, tell me what you think about that. Like, I always found that interesting as like kind of a title. But yeah, so we have Marisa here, and again, this is how she's envisioned in Touhou LostWord with her illustration and her SD character. And then also we have a variety of some of the expressions that are used in Touhou LostWord on the side here. But Marisa, like, a big thing with her is, like, for me, at least something I feel is very iconic is her hakero. Is something I feel is quite iconic, like the design itself. It's something very memorable for me, and also the powers associated with it. So Yeah, quite cool. And then other thing that's something people are always talking about is how Marisa is a fan of borrowing stuff.
Borrowing.
Anyway, borrowing, yeah. So, that's that. How about from Caroline? Anything you'd like to add?
Oh, I do remember when was it before release? But I remember a lot of people noticed a certain reference of Marisa's, you know, voice localization, like the script.
Yeah. I maybe some people watching today may remember this, but on the official Touhou LostWord Twitter, there was a screenshot taken from the game, and it showed Marisa on the home menu.
Yep.
And it also showed one of her lines in the game. And this was not intended on our behalf, but somehow, like, we randomly ended up taking a screenshot of what was actually a JoJo reference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's quite a few interesting references in Lost Word as well, not just with Marisa, but other characters too. If you're interested in this, take a look back in the official Twitter. Probably, when was that? This year, June? Not June. No. It was like winter time, maybe.
Yeah, so maybe winter or like really early spring, maybe?
So like February, March?
Maybe.
February, March, April. Anyway, if I find it, I'll put it in the description of the video.
That would be funny.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's good for now then. So let's head into our next stuff.
Alrighty, so our next topic is about content creators.
Okay. So yeah, we have a bit of an announcement here with something we're doing with some Touhou related creators. And today what we'd like to announce is, well, Touhou LostWord with Frozen Starfall.
Ooh.
So Frozen Starfall does a lot of electronic arrangements of Touhou music, and now what we have is a remix of Lost Word Chronicle, the theme song for Touhou LostWord. And so this has Frozen Starfall joining us, and a unique part about this song is actually that it will end up in German lyrics. So Frozen Starfall is based out of Germany, so what we have is, a German cover as well with this remix. But it's not quite ready yet, so once we know when we're able to release this, we'll let everybody know via YouTube, Twitter, etc. So keep an eye out for this coming soon.
Got it. Thank you, Phantasma. And thank you, Frozen Starfall.
Yes, thank you very much, Frozen Starfall.
I'm excited. Ooh. Alright, so next, I guess we can review some of the in-game content.
Yep, let's get into that.
Alright, so at the beginning of August, we had some main story update featuring the first part of Chapter 3, Hakugyoku Arena. And
okay.
Yes, I already read through the first part, and it was really interesting.
Yeah, like, actually, it's amazing how many people I've seen comments about how many people they've enjoyed the story, especially with Chapter 3, so that's awesome to see. And, yeah, anyway, I guess let's talk a little bit about Hakugyoku Arena. So, here, what we have shown on screen right now is 2 story cards. And one of them is A Time When the Girl Lived. That's quite a title. And then another one, Mysterious Swordmaster. So we'll start with A Time When the Girl Lived. And this one features from Chapter 3, Tiny Yuko, Little Yuko.
Yeah,
and
Chibi Yuko.
Chibi Yuko. So this is her story card that's actually farmable in Chapter 3 in hard mode. So if you would like this, definitely give that a shot in Chapter 3 hard mode. Because other nice thing about these is if you're able to max limit break them, they have a fair bit of flavor text that unlocks with it as well. So I'm sure some people are interested in seeing that too. But for the card itself, like its ability when max limit breaked is spell cards wood power 35% up. So that's part one of it. And then other one, the spell card's spirit power collection rate gets a 50% up.
Ooh, 50.
Okay. So yeah, that's one story card. And the next one, Mysterious Swordmaster. So this features Yomu from Chapter 3. Chapter 3's Worlds, Yomu, Mysterious Sword Master. And this card is available in Lunatic of Chapter 3, Act 1. And this one is actually very, very strong. That's the easiest way to say it. So the ability itself is the spell card / bullet power. So we're getting 50% up.
Oh, that's huge.
So 50% up is, that's quite a bit. And then also to go along with that, we also get accuracy boost. When spell card is used, accuracy 2 levels up. So just overall damage. And yeah, definitely you're going to want this. And I heavily recommend farming it. It does have a low drop rate, but it's definitely worth getting. Like, I myself have a lot of copies of this.
Seriously? Seriously?
Yes. I've probably farmed almost 100 of them or something. I don't know. But anyway.
Oh my gosh. I only have like one. I'm farming, but I only have one. Shoot.
But yeah, this is a good card for characters like Yomu Konpaku, who's
definitely.
available on like the tutorial and from the tutorial role, that if you're lucky you can get her there. And also available in the general pool of characters. But also like with characters like Suika, also very, very powerful. Just anybody that has / bullets, this is definitely something you want to consider using.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, so now that we reviewed the in-game content, next is all about future contents, right?
Oh yeah, and talking about future content, like Chapter 3 will see more story coming later this year.
Oh, yes, yes.
Not able to give an exact date because we're still working on a ton of it. But later this year we do hope to have the addition of Chapter 3 Act 2.
Yes, Act 2.
And once we have more information and a more solid time frame, we'll let everybody know. Yeah. So look forward to that. Okay, let's get into other new stuff.
So, Phantasma, you said you want to show a clip at first. Was that correct?
Yes. Okay, let's show a couple clips of some upcoming stuff. So, yeah, go ahead. So as you can see, Caroline's getting pumped up. But yeah, what we just showed was Beimu and Marisa's anime, not anime. I said anime.
Well, it is confusing.
Not anime.
It is confusing.
But we just showed Beimu and Marisa's anima motion for Fantasy Rebirth.
Ooh.
So this anima motion is something that's available near the end of the Fantasy Rebirth. What could you call it? Like the Fantasy Rebirth journey, I guess.
It is a journey. It is a journey.
And just one thing I would like to mention, because it's quite interesting. So like earlier by accident, I almost said the word anime, but anima, Caroline, can you tell us a little bit about where that word comes from, like why it was chosen?
Okay, so basically...
Because some people, I did see some comments from some people, and they thought anima was short for animation.
Oh, no, it's not. But I'm not sure if I have enough vocabulary to explain that too. Like, I can explain it in Japanese because we learn it in Japanese history and stuff, but I'll try. And like, if it's not enough, if you can, help me out, that would be great. But, So, basically, the Japanese was shokon, so we write the kanji as live and soul shokon. And so basically in Japanese, especially in ancient Japanese, everyone thought that there were like souls to each, how do you say it, like even to non-living creatures, non-living things.
So even objects?
Yeah, even objects, right? So then we were thinking in that kind of concept, right? So I don't know if the pronunciation is right, but we call that animism in Japanese. So that would be kind of like a similar, I guess, word to anima. And so I was talking to the localization team, and we thought that anima, basically having that idea, would match up to the Japanese shokon for our game, like our global version.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think you got that good.
Did I?
So,
I'm a little worried.
no, I think it's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, if people are not familiar with the word anima, give it a look on dictionary. It has 2 meanings, I believe, and this falls into one of those meanings in the dictionary. So yeah, if you're interested, take a look. Definitely. So yeah, what we just showed was the anima clip. So let's get into Fantasy Rebirth, because that is only one part of the total system. Okay, so Fantasy Rebirth, what we have here on the side is, first, we have on the left here, requirements. So to do Fantasy Rebirth, there are various requirements. And many of these are listed here. So like level 100, you got to get Awakening to 5 stars. You have to get all of your skills to level 10. So essentially you have to max out your friend to their maximum potential before you're able to do Fantasy Rebirth. And then once you get your friend to their full potential there, you also require these Mirrors of Rebirth, which in the center here underneath special quests. So Mirrors of Rebirth are like a farmable item from special quests in the game, and each character who has Fantasy Rebirth will have their own special challenge quest to farm these Mirrors of Rebirth. And when I say challenge quests, like, it does have normal, hard, and lunatic. Normal, hard are probably not the hugest challenge for people that have gotten this far in the game, but lunatic could be a small challenge for some players, so that might be a little enjoyable. I mean, I've got into the point in the Japanese version where I am able to auto it, but yeah. Anyway, it's fun because I do believe you can only set 3 characters for these special quests. Isn't that correct, Caroline?
Yes, it is only 3.
Yeah, so you can actually make use of the backline with these special quests. And when you do the special quest, so like if you're farming Daemu's, Mirrors of Rebirth, you have to use Daemu in your party of 3 friends. So you'd have to use Daemu plus 2 other friends. And then if you're farming Marisas, you'd have to use Marisa plus 2 friends, is how it would work. And just to mention, like in the center here, we have Note currently being localized. So yeah, the system itself is still being localized. So there's a lot of that still being worked on. Okay. So anyway, once you've gotten your Mirrors of Rebirth, you've maxed your friend out. So now you can activate Fantasy Rebirth.
Yes.
So when you activate Fantasy Rebirth, big thing, your character goes back to level 1.
Yes.
So a lot of people like, oh, hey, level 1, okay. But important point here is you don't have to max limit break your friend again. You don't have to do their skills again, etc. So mostly the level is being reset to level 1. But there are some benefits with this, like the character overall will become stronger. So you'll see large stat boost, and you'll also see damage boost, and defensive boost as well. And so you activate the Fantasy Rebirth, set to level 1, and now you can work on bringing your friend back to 100 again, and which will take a lot of farming, but definitely worth it in the end because you get such a huge strength increase to them. Okay, connected to that, we also have the Fantasy Rebirth costume. So the Fantasy Rebirth costume is available after you do Fantasy Rebirth, but it does require a special item, the Ring of Fate, which we introduced in the game quite recently, and we sent it to everybody via a login bonus if you're able to take part in that. And that's one part. And then the anima mode that we just talked about now with the anima clips. So this one is, I don't know if you would say more difficult, but it might take more time to unlock the anima one, because to unlock anima, you have to bring your Fantasy Rebirth friend to level 100 again. So you take them to level 100 again, and then you're able to get into anima, which is their movement on the home screen, and also comes with their effects, etc. Okay. I guess let's go to the next slide so we can explain a little more on Fantasy Rebirth then.
Alrighty, here we go.
Okay, so this is again just very much so connected to the previous information. So this is the in-game, I guess you call it the map of Fantasy Rebirth as it currently stands. And you start off with a preparation phase, which is maxing your friend out. And then you go to the Fantasy Rebirth phase, which is where you need your Mirrors of Rebirth. Then, bam, you activate Fantasy Rebirth. Now you have two options, and you can do both of these options, but one option is you use a Ring of Fate to unlock the special costume for your friend. And this actually also comes with a unique story for your friend as well. Then the other one is reach level 100 again. So reaching level 100 again allows you to get into Anima. And Anima requires you reaching level 100 again. Plus, it also has a bit of a requirement in terms of materials to unlock this.
Yep.
I guess that's about it for now. So yeah, again though, this is still being localized, so regretfully we do not have the in-game English quite yet.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
We're working on it. I'm doing my best right now.
She's doing her best. You heard it. So once we have that, though, we'll share that with everyone, definitely. Okay, so let's head on.
Okay, so I guess now we can see how Reimu and Marisa will look in their new costumes, I guess?
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
let's go into that. Okay.
Cute! Ah, cute!
So
Wonderful.
this is the Fantasy Rebirth costume for Reimu. And this is unlockable, like how we just explained. So activating Fantasy Rebirth and using the Ring of Fate. So this is Reimu's costume coming up with Fantasy Rebirth. Okay. Are you okay, Caroline?
Yeah, I'm just losing words. She's just too cute.
Alright.
Okay, so next, Marisa. Here we go.
Yep, let's go.
Ah! Cute! Wonderful.
So yeah, this is Marisa's Fantasy Rebirth costume. And again, same method to unlock this. So
I think I'm gonna have a heart attack for,
You're gonna have a heart attack?
everyone being too cute.
you really like the designs, don't you?
I love them, and I can't wait for the other ones too.
Other ones. The other ones. That's the key word there.
Other ones.
Other ones.
I won't say
Okay.
what, but I won't say who, but yeah, other ones.
All right. So let's go into... So when is Fantasy Rebirth starting?
Ta-da!
Okay, so Fantasy Rebirth will be starting this September. So more than likely Fantasy Rebirth, you'll see this coming near the end of September. And what we have here is just the two previous costumes, but they're with their effects as well. So all of these costumes have these pretty, well, actually very cool effects also.
Yeah, it's just too amazing.
Amazing.
Too amazing. Too
But
much.
to start off, to start off in September, we will be releasing Reimu and Marisa's Fantasy Rebirth first.
Yes.
And then from there, we'll get into more friends. So in September, look forward to Marisa and Reimu. So, also with that said, I highly recommend if you're interested in doing fantasy, well, going with Fantasy Rebirth with these friends, I highly recommend getting the characters prepared from now.
Oh, yes. It will take
Definitely.
time, so.
Yeah, especially because leveling up the skills with the way the game currently is, it does take a fair bit of time.
Yeah.
So I would say definitely get on top of that if you're interested, which I'm sure many people are interested. But yeah, so get ready for that in September.
Yes.
Caroline, do you have any comments on Fantasy Rebirth, or we're good?
Yeah, we're good. I just have to get prepared.
Prepared.
Yeah, I have to get prepared.
That prepared for Fantasy Rebirth?
Yes.
I see.
And also not
Okay.
to have a heart attack too. So.
Not to have a heart attack, yes. That is very important, yes.
But that was a lot of information. Oof.
It was. And that's only a bit of information as well. There's still more.
Yeah, we have a lot more, right?
Yeah. Before we go on, just one more point I just recalled is if anybody is still confused about Fantasy Rebirth, I do recommend a few ways to find more information. One would be on the official website for Touhou LostWord. We have a news announcement that's a little old there that has some information. I also recommend Game Press. The people at Game Press have put together a nice introduction to Fantasy Rebirth as well. So
cool.
if you would like some more detailed information, That's definitely a good source. And then, I mean, all else fails, we do have everybody in Discord. So there's a lot of people in Discord that are familiar with the system as well due to playing the Japanese version. So they might be able to give a hand too. Okay.
Alrighty.
More new stuff. What
All
is
right.
next?
So next is so it's another clip. So let's look at that first.
Okay.
コーマ館の番人にして普通の妖怪本命人だ。休むこともあるが、その間も番人の役目は担っている。寝ているように見えて気はしっかり張っているのだ。いや、本当にね。
Okay, so that was just Mei Ling's in-game video, well, her introductory video, and I'm sure some people are wondering why we're showing that.
Yeah.
But as you can see on the slide, we have buff arrived September 2021. So yeah, Mei Ling will be receiving a buff. And actually, this is something that a lot of people have been asking about, and we're finally able to get it into the game in September. So coming this September, Mei Ling will be coming quite a bit more powerful than she currently is in her current state. And if anybody's interested in some of the details on this, actually, Game Press, I think a few weeks ago, Game Press actually released a bit of a breakdown on what is changing on Mei Ling. So give that a look. And also, if I remember, I'll put this also in the description on YouTube. So take a look at the links after the video.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks, Phantasma.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this also myself because yeah, this is great. Anyway, let's go to next bit of new information. But I believe we have another video, do we not?
Oh, yes, we do. So here
Okay,
we go.
after you.
私の名は綿月の頼姫。姉様と共に月の都よりこの地上へと降り立ちました。あなたが何者であるかなど私には興味がありません。矢心様のおわすこの土地を汚そうとする何者かの野望を打ち砕き平穏を取り戻す。ただそのためだけにあなたは私に力を貸せばよいのです。いいですね。
All right. So yeah, we just showed the first introductory video for Watatsuki no Yorihime. So Yorihime will be coming to the game with this week's maintenance. So Yorihime will be coming into the game on a festival prayer. So she's part of the set of festival friends. And she'll be here for a short time on that prayer. And yeah, definitely give it a look because yeah, Yorihime definitely, yeah, pretty cool. Anyway.
Oh, so Phantasma, also there will be a new festival prayer. Another one, right?
Oh, that's true, actually.
Right.
So actually connected to Yorihime here, there's actually another festival prayer that we'll be trying out for the first time, coming with this week's maintenance too. So yeah, Caroline, let's swap over to the next slide.
Okay. Ta-da!
Okay, so what we have here is 72-hour starter festival. So this will be the first for Touhou LostWord globally. And what it is, it's well, as it says, it's a 72-hour starter festival. So mostly this is aimed towards new players, but it will be available for everyone one time. So everyone will have this pop up in game after this week's maintenance for 72 hours. And special part of it is it has a guaranteed group of 6 festival friends. So actually you can see the 6 festival friends here in the image. We have Kasen, Yuko, Oyuhime, Yorihime, Yukari, and Byakuren. So when you roll this, you can roll this 3 times. Well, actually, let's go through that. So we have a guaranteed festival friend per prayer, and it costs 300 god crystals per prayer. And you can do this 3 times total, and each time is 10 rolls, 10 rolls, 10 rolls, and you also get fortune dust with each of those prayers. So yeah.
Oh, Phantasma, do you want to remind everyone why the fortune dust is really important?
That's another good point, actually. So big thing with fortune dust is now in game we have the fortune dust exchange shop, and it actually has a couple of very valuable items. So for example, one item is the Ring of Fate.
Yes.
So Ring of Fate, what we just talked about for Fantasy Rebirth and getting the costume. Then other very important point is Divine Paper Doll. So you can actually exchange the Fortune Dust for Divine Paper Dolls if you save up enough. So yeah, it's definitely quite valuable. So keep an eye on that. And if you're wondering about different ways to get Fortune Dust, we do put it in login bonuses and also the event exchange shops from time to time.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone, look forward to this 72-hour starter festival. It will be starting after maintenance this week. So I wish everyone the best of luck.
Good luck. Oh, so there is another clip.
Oh, yes, there is another clip.
There's
We have a lot of clips
we
today.
have a lot of videos today.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's have a look at that too.
After you.
就寝から起床まであなたを見守る夢の支配者妖怪バクのドレミースイートですよ。おや、ピンときてないのかな。夢の世界って誰もが何でもできますよね。不可能なことは何一つない。でも同時に夢の世界で完全に自由なものもいない。私はそんな夢の世界を管理し自由にできるんです。
Okay, Phantasma, but why are you showing Doremi suddenly?
So Doremi, a bit of a special situation here. So actually, we're going to be bringing her into the game for a short period of time
Ooh,
in another 72-hour banner. So she'll be here in a 72-hour banner. Let's give that a look. Thank you very much. So yeah, 72-hour Dream Festival. So this festival, 72-hour festival, is similar to the starter festival we just showed. How it has 6 friends in it, 6 festival friends, and you can do this 3 times for 300 God crystals per pool, and you're guaranteed at least one of these festival friends each time. So we got Kanako, Suako, Suika, Doremi, Aidin, Kaguya in this Dream Festival. So Doremi will be appearing in this for a short time, 72 hours, but look forward to her full implementation in the future as well. Yeah.
Alrighty. So I guess we have some event info as well, don't we?
Yeah, if you don't mind, let's go into the event video first.
Alrighty.
Okay, so that was the introduction video for the upcoming event, which will be starting after, again, this week's maintenance. So after maintenance this week, we have the Little Sister contest. And as you just saw from, she's laughing at the name.
Yeah.
But as you saw from the video just now, it will feature a lot of the different sisters in Touhou LostWord. So actually a lot of characters were shown in that video.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
So let's get into that a little. So first I'll start off with reading the summary, I guess you would say. So one moment, I'll read the summary for the event. Okay. Devils, poltergeists, gods of pestilence and poverty, Kumogami, lunar princesses, and Satori yokai. All the sisters gather at the once peaceful lakeside. The coming of autumn signals the start of the ultimate sisters versus sisters contest. Okay? So that's the upcoming event. So sisters versus sisters contest. Look forward to this one. I believe this one was quite popular in Japan, was it not, when it originally came out?
I think so. I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was really funny to what is it, like, actually do the localization and actually read it, you know.
I see.
Every time, like, even in text, I laughed, and even after I put it in the game and checked it out, I laughed. So
Oh wow. Okay.
It's
So
funny.
look forward to that, everyone. But also with this event, just a few couple details I'd like to talk about. So first, the event is available from 27th of August until about September 14th.
Okay.
But there's also one very important and exciting point we have is Extra begins September 3rd. So Extra meaning we have like an actual additional like chunk of story that will be added to the event with more stages. And well, the extra stages are typically more difficult than the event's lunatic stages, so they provide a nice challenge too. So look forward to more story and more of a challenge when Extra starts on September 3rd. Besides that, with the event, we have a lot of like the usual stuff. So we'll have some new BGM tracks available in it, and you'll be able to do the lottery, etc., etc. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoys the event, and I highly recommend getting as many materials as possible now with Fantasy Rebirth coming up soon.
Oh yeah.
So like you're definitely going to want to have a lot of scrolls, etc., etc. So give farming a shot with the Little Sister contest. Okay. But the Little Sister contest, we do have one other thing coming in the game at the same time. So can you go to the next slide, Caroline?
Yes.
All right. Yes,
Beautiful.
Caroline likes this. So this is the new costume for Watatsuki no Yorihime. I say new costume, but it's actually quite nice. So she'll be coming out in the game along with this costume being available in the shop. So yeah, definitely give this costume a check.
And she also shows up in the story as this costume, so there is a little story to it. So
That's correct.
yeah,
That's correct.
I hope everyone likes that part too.
All right. So
Alrighty. So is that it for today, Phantasma?
we just have one more small point. Just
one more. Okay.
One more, yeah. So if you don't mind, head to the next slide and I'll give a small announcement on that. Okay. So yeah, dev letter number 2, commemoration present. So just to thank everybody for coming out today and watching and listening to our banter, etc. We will be sending everybody 15 seal crystals and some coins to your mail. So this will be arriving in your mail from now. So definitely log in to get that because that's enough for 3 prayers. And that's just a small present from us.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much, always.
So I believe we covered everything for today then?
I think that's about it for today. Yeah, like no crazy surprise. Crazy surprises. I guess that depends on the person what's a crazy surprise and what isn't. But anyway, so that's about it for today. But to give a little bit of information, like in the future, I was actually asked this on Discord a few days ago, last week maybe. And somebody asked me, like, do you plan to do more dev letters? And what I told them is our goal is to hopefully do these monthly. Like, originally we had a plan. We wanted to do these weekly or bi-weekly.
Oh, weekly. Whoa.
The producer for Touhou LostWord, Yamagi-san, Yamapi, how many people refer to him. He really wanted to do, like, weekly or bi-weekly and, like, just bring a lot of content about Touhou LostWord to everyone. But it's actually quite difficult even doing it monthly. Takes a fair bit of preparation. So at the very least we would like to continue this monthly. Yeah. Anything else? Well, I guess just as always I'll tell everybody, like, feel free to join us on Discord. Like I'm always hanging out there. Caroline's hanging out there, but she's not talking too much, just like using some reactions and emojis she sends from time to time. But the majority of the Touhou LostWord global team, they do keep an eye on Discord, especially like in the feedback channels and stuff. And big thank you to everybody that gives feedback there because that helps a lot. Especially when there's like things like bugs or like not translation you would say, but like there might be typos in the game and
definitely.
stuff. So
thank you for that.
Yeah, Caroline, I'm sure super appreciates that.
Yeah, we're trying our best to like fix those stuff as fast as possible, and we're definitely looking at it. So thank you guys.
Yeah, and it's nice to see feedback for other things as well because it gives us ideas for maybe things we can work on in the future, things that we can bring to the game that might be fun or like improve people's experience. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody, and feel free to join as well just to hang out and Like sometimes we do special events and stuff there too, like community type events. So yeah, come check it out. Then YouTube. So YouTube, definitely I recommend giving it subscribe on YouTube, because especially with Touhou LostWord, we have a fair bit of video content coming out. Like we got the event introduction videos, we got the character introduction videos, and we also have music videos. We have some of the Fumo videos, compliments of Yume-mi-san. And also in the future, we will be having more music related stuff coming from our friends on the Japanese version. So look forward to that. Yeah, I think that's it from me, Caroline. Do you have any final words?
No, just a huge thank you to everyone.
Alrighty. Well, thank you very much, everybody, and look forward to seeing everybody next time.
So thank you guys, and bye-bye, friends.
Bye-bye.